Hi guys, this is Mama Sue, and I have been told that my videos aren't clear enough on making the snail, so I am going to make another origami snail using just a flyer, and this is the way it's going to come out, and this is how big it is. If you make it with $1, it'll be exactly the same size as this. That's why I bought these flyers. Now to start with, we want the face up, or well, we're gonna want it down to fold it, because that's how we're gonna get the nice design on the top of it. You know, where it looks like it's actually $1 or something. And you're gonna wanna make sure those edges are right at the tips when you go to fold it. See, all I did was fold it in half. I made sure the side I wanted to see was the side that folded in, or folded down. Now you open that up, and you lay this side down, and you make sure, on these kind of things, let me get up closer. I want to show you something. On these things, you got to make sure the tips of these are right where they should be. Because if they're a little different, you'll have a crooked shell and everything. So we just want to try to make those as precise as we can. See how mine is right on the line? And all I did was fold it down. Now we're going to switch over to the other side and fold that side down the same way. I like to make sure, I like to come up here, squeeze this tip, just to make sure I have the tip right where it belongs, and just follow it down, and then fold this in. See what I mean? You do that, it's going to be straight. Now, the reason you find these are hard to make a lot of times is because when I was trying to learn how to make these, I noticed that people left out some of the places. Now, what I mean by that places, they left out some of the important parts. One fold in this one particular, and that fold was real special. Now, here's where our fold line is, and maybe I should write on that. Oh, and I don't have an ink pen with me. Well, anyway, there's your fold line. Can you see that? And there's a fold line right over here. Let me turn it, see? And you're going to fold it down on that. Oh, no, you're going to fold, yeah. You're going to fold it right down on that. You can also go by this crisscross right here. And you can fold it evenly with that crisscross. It'll do the same thing. And then you just check and make sure you've got it right there. On both sides. See? Wait, am I right in the middle? Yeah, I'm right there. And then you want to scrunch that up real good with your nail or something, or spoon. And then you're going to open this thing up. You're going to open it up. And you know the lines that you just made right here? Those are going to go down in. I'm going to show you what I mean. I'm going to fold it the other way so that it's easier. Fold it this way, back this way again. And then see how you got those little dips there? Now? Your folds here, and your folds here. Your folds here, folds here. See how that is? It just went right in. It was like this. And all you did is pull these down. And this will fold right down on the back of your dollar. See? you did was fold these two in and fold these down. That's all you did. Now, we're gonna, now I want to make sure that stays on the point. See, this one's on the point, this one's on the point. Now what I want to do is I want to fold this tip up to this tip right here. And follow the line. There's a line right there. If you look close, you can see it. See that line? Right there. I'm just going to fold that up like this. Just up to that tip. Don't go over the line, or you'll have a little difficulty. Just stay right with the line. And then you're going to do the same thing with the other side. Now see, I'm over a little bit right there. I want to adjust that before I do the other side. I'm just going to pull it back a little bit, and then I'm going to scrunch it again, just to make sure it's in the right place. Now it's even with the side. Now we're going to take this piece and bring it up to here, just like we did the other side. But we're not going to overlap at all. We want it to lay real nicely. See there? Now all we've done now is we took this side and pulled it up here, and this side and pulled it up here, and just made sure that it didn't overlap. Now we're getting close to the part that people leave out of this video. And I'm going to show you that real closely. First, we're going to take this tip right here and bring it right there, right to that opening. But don't go over it. Just bring it up here. Try to make it even in the middle. And scrunch it down. Then you're going to want to do the same thing with the other side. Going to bring it up like this. Put it in the middle. It should point right at the other one when you're done. Now this is pointing right at that one. Well, almost. Let's get her there. Yeah, we want them to point at each other. See there? Now, this is this is not the part that people leave out, but we're getting close to it. I'm gonna bring you in a little bit closer, because I want you to see. When you fold these little pieces like this over like this, and it comes up to that line, you form a little pocket right here. See that? You got a little pocket right there. And the same thing on this side. You form a little pocket. See? You're going to be using those next. But first, we're going to fold this down like this, just straight down right on top, as far as it'll go. And we're going to scrunch it down like that. Same thing with the other side. Fold it down right on top and scrunch it down. See there? Now we got two of them scrunched down. Now we're going to take this one and we're going to fold it in half right here. Here's the half. Just like that. See how I folded it in half? And now you know that little pocket? I want you to find your little pocket. I find it's easier with my hands. Find your little pocket there. Just push down on it if you can. And then you're just going to push that little thing right into the pocket And then take your fingernail and just push it in the rest of the way. See how you filled that right into the pocket? Now we're going to do the other side. Now we folded it down like this. Then we put our fingernail here so we can just pull this over so it's folded in half. That one was trying to play with me. And then now we've got our little pointy that's going to fit right down into the pocket. Push your pocket back open and push that in there. Now somewhere after this point is where people leave things out. Because this is the shell of your snail. This is going to be the shell. That's what you're forming right now. And if you leave any parts out when you're forming the shell, it won't blow up at the end. You know how this is blown up like this? Well, it won't blow up like that if you don't have every thing done. I'm hoping that people don't do that on purpose so you watch their video over and over again. But yeah, it's really funny how many of the snail ones I've seen things left out on. Anyway, now we're going to see this place right here, the line you made right here that's part of the shell. You're going to pull this paper. Don't make it all the way fold, just a little fold. And you're gonna push it up against that, and you're gonna line it up with this. And it's all the way against that piece. And all you're gonna do is smush that down just a little to the middle line. That's all you do there. Then you open it back up. Now you've got, that all squished right up to that. Now we're gonna do the same thing over here against that piece, and then we're going to line it up with this part. Now some of this part is the antenna too. When I get a little further along, I'll show you how that goes. Now here we've got, now we're not going to, now what we're going to do, I would take, now that you've got that fold in there, I want you to fold it the other way, just to get the crease going in the other direction. Just like that. And just like that. Let's just get it going in the other direction, because you're going to be pulling it backwards. Now, if you fold in this, and go the other side, kind of go to the other, just go to the other side. Here's the other side. Here's the part I'm starting to fold inward, and I'm going to take it right down, fold this in half to where it looks like a house. Just like that. Let me show you that again. You were on this side. Here's where you finished part of your shell. You folded these up like this, and then I had you reverse them so that the fold would go the other way. And that was so that we could lay this, just push that down and fold it inward like that. Now we've got two houses. We've got a house on each side. What we're going to do is we're going to take this tip right here, that tip. We're going to take this tip right here and fold it up to this line, but we're not going to go over it. We're going to do that on both sides. See, I got it right up there, and I'm just going to fold it down. just like that. We're finishing up the shell right now. And here's the other part. This is the last part of the shell. Push that down, touch that line, and crease it. Now you've got the shell completed, but it doesn't look like it yet. So what you're going to do is you're going to push this down here, like that. And that was 2 pieces I grabbed. I pushed them straight down. Then I'm going to take these 2 pieces and push them straight down on the other side. Just to give them a little fold, because they're going to come down. Then I'm going to take my thumb, and I'm going to put my finger on top, my thumb in the middle, so that I can get this to lay down. See, now I've got a pillow because I put my thumb in there. It was like this. It was just like that. I just put my thumb in the middle, and I came up here, and I made sure that was opened a little bit. And then I'm just going to lay it down, and I'm going to swash. I'm going to squish these down, because this is going to be where our antennae is, right here. That's part of our antenna. See there? Right here. So we're going to be careful with those. Now, I'm going to take... I can't pick it up off this board. Now, I want this perfect here because this is going to be the antenna. So I'm just going to put a little scrunch right there. I don't want it to go over. If it goes over, readjust it. If it does what mine did. Yeah, I just want it readjusted so that you don't go over the edge. And then I want it to come down and meet this bottom line right here. See that bottom line? Now I'll go up there. I better bring you back a little bit. I'll make this smaller, just a little bit smaller. So you can see that better. Well, I got that side. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I always like to make sure I have this point. I like to make sure I got that point right where I need it. Because you know that is his antenna. And then I just match it down here. And squash it down. Now those are pretty good. Now I'm going to do another fold. I'm going to pull this up like this. And I'm going to fold this one more time this way. I'm going to go all the way up against the shell. This is the shell. And I'm going to follow the line down the middle. This line right here and the point here. Put it on there. Come down and match that point. See? Now you're almost done with this already. Now I'm going to fold this to the other side and do the other side. Fold it down. Well, I got this a little bit off, so I'm going to straighten mine out a bit because I went over that line. You never go over the lines in this. And I just did. If it's open a little bit, it's okay, but don't go over the line. Okay, now I'm going the other way. I'm going to lay this down like this. And get that thing to lay down. That's close enough on this one. I'm not worried about that. The most important is when you're starting and when you got that antenna marked right. Now you've got it like that. Now we're going to have to open this back up, just this one, and we're going to fold this back over and fold the top part down right against the line also. Right like that. Now this is folds to make it easy for you to pull the antenna into place. And you'll understand that with the next move. Now I'm getting the other side. Now if you put this down, you'll see that I've got those folded right up to that center line. This might be off a little bit, but it's no big deal now. The important parts we already did. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open these back up again. Open it up. And then I'm going to start to close this, but not all the way. I'm going to shut this a little bit, leaving that up. And I'm going to shut this a little bit. Just tuck it right in, just against the shell. But I don't want you to, and then you can put your shell down if you want to. But here's your antennas right here, remember? And now when I pull this part up, the fold I took out, so that I can put that fold back in, I'm gonna squeeze it down and just until it hits the antenna, right in the middle of the antenna. See how I'm pulling this down? And it like, there's that antenna. But let me get it in the middle. I like to get that squeezed right in the middle. See what I mean? Well, that wasn't the middle, was it? Okay, I like that. If you fold the tip before you do this, you'll be in better shape. You know, the antenna tip. That's what I'm doing right now. If you fold those two first, you'll be in good shape. But all you got to do now is fold this backwards. Now you've got your tail, your shell, and your antennas right here. And I'm going to fold this one more time, and then we're done. I'm going to fold that. This part of the antenna, the wider part of this diamond, I'm going to fold it in to make the antenna smaller. This is the antenna. Now I'm going to do it on the other side. And I'm going to close it. Now when I close it, I'm going to twist this antenna this way and twist this one this way. Now I'm going to pull up one of these shell pieces here and hold that one down. And then pull this one up. And I'm going to hold this one down. Now those two I'm going to hold down because this is the last part of this. Now if you notice when you come around to the back, you'll notice there's a little hole right here. Right there. See that little hole right there? I'm going to blow into that hole and it's going to blow it up. I can't show you this, but I'll show you after I blow it up. I'm gonna bend the tail down, and then I'm gonna blow into that hole. Now I blew into the hole, and it started filling up with air. Then I pushed that part in, right there in the front. I'm going to give it a little bit more air. Okay, now it filled up all the way. Now, if I twist this tail up just a little bit, this little guy is finished. And he turned out very cute. And then here's the other one. They just turn out so cute. And what's really neat about these is if you want to send a note with your kid to school, your child to school, all you got to do is roll it up, a little piece of paper. Well, let me take a piece of tape and let's pretend it's a paper. You can put little notes to your kids. You know, little sweet nothings. Now, you could just write a note on that and then roll it up. And you can stick it right in that opening. Then your child has a cute little note in there telling them to have a nice day, or tell them Jesus loves them, or whatever it is you want to tell them. And there it is with a note inside the opening. And there's your cute little guys. Now we got a set. Okay. Well, you guys have a great day, and God bless and keep you safe.